It's Tuesday, September 4. This is the news on PBCJ. I'm Simone Absalom. The Jamaica Police Federation is set to hold a series of consultations with its members on the way forward in their wage negotiation with the government. In a statement to the press, Federation Chairman Corporal Arlene McBean said rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are restive. It stated, quote, "The Jamaica Police Federation demands that the government of Jamaica stop the mockery of the negotiation process for the contract period 2017-2019 and continue the wage talks no later than Friday, September 7, 2018, end quote. This comes on the heels of a recent correspondence that was received from the Finance Ministry and Public Service that the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, will be unable to accede to the Federation's request to continue the negotiation process in good faith. According to the Federation Chairman, the rank and file members of the JCF have been experiencing high levels of destitution and indignation because of what she claimed is the lackadaisical approach by the government. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says increased police presence across the corporate area will be maintained for several months. This assurance comes amid concerns that increased police personnel along the major thoroughfares could be short-lived. Many had anticipated gridlock as schools reopened in tandem with major traffic changes to facilitate roadworks in the corporate area. However, for the most part, there was free-flowing traffic with the police and military maintaining a presence at several intersections. Dr. Chang said the heightened police vigilance will be maintained for the rest of this year as the road projects continue. However, the number of officers might decrease as motorists get accustomed to the traffic changes which have taken effect. A moderate earthquake was reportedly felt in the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew at 9:35 a.m. yesterday. According to the earthquake unit at the University of the West Indies, Mona, the epicenter of the 5.2 magnitude quake was located offshore, approximately 150 kilometers west of Negril, Westmoreland. It had a focal depth of 13 kilometers. And in other local stories, the US dollar on Monday, September 3, ended trading at Jamaican $137.09, down by 8 cents, according to the Bank of Jamaica's daily foreign exchange trading summary. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar ended trading at $103.59, down from $105.59, while the British pound sterling ended trading at $177.14, down from $177.53. In regional news, Cubans abroad have been given the green light to participate in discussions regarding constitution reforms. Richard Richards has the details.
From the 31st of August and until the coming 15th of November, Cubans abroad can send their opinions on Cuba's new constitutional project through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website Nación y Emigración, in English, Nation and Immigration. In a briefing with the press in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the city of Havana, the Director of Consular Issues, Ernesto Soberón, pointed out that those national outsiders concerned in this constitutional debate should fill in an enabled online form with all data requested for proper identification. And with the same rights and considerations as the Cubans on the island, they can submit all their comments, points of view and modification suggestions. Now, around 1,400,000 Cubans are living in more than 120 countries, the majority of them in the United States of America. Their participation in this constitutional reform process will be unique in the history of these 59 years of the Cuban Revolution daily struggle against imperialism for the maintenance of its political sovereignty and links between the nation and its immigration. From the 13th of August, birthday of the late Comandante Fidel Castro Ruz, the discussions on the draft constitution is being taking place all over Cuba. Workers, public servants, peasants, members of the armed forces, of the Ministry of the Interior, students, health workers, the Women Federation, and all the rest of the people over 16 years old are studying this project and, of course, giving their opinion on also modification or inclusion suggestions, which at the end will determine the content of the new text. After the 15th of November, the constitutional text with its modifications will be submitted to the National Assembly for approval, and then it will be voted in a popular referendum for final consent. Direct from Cuba.
In sports, Jamaica's senior women's football team made it 4 wins in as many games with a 6-1 thrashing of neighbors Cuba in the CONCACAF Caribbean Women's Qualifiers at the National Stadium last night. Jamaicans came into the game high on confidence after winning their previous games against Antigua and Bermuda, and Trinidad and Tobago 9-0, 4-0 and 4-1 respectively, and had already advanced to the final CONCACAF round of FIFA's Women's World Cup qualifying. Last night, Jamaica won the match 6-1 and were crowned Caribbean champions, scoring 23 goals while conceding only 2 in the process. They will now focus on the final round in the United States this October. And that's the news. Thanks so much for making it PBCJ. I'm Simone Absalom. Pleasant viewing.